fight. It was just about witnessing, just sitting back and being like, wow, this guy's good. I mean, he treated this guy like a sparring. He beat him easy. I mean, and that is, that is something even I didn't expect.
Well, Floyd was boxing him up, yeah. So Floyd is just piecing him up. So Floyd, even at 46, he's the greatest of all time. He caught Floyd a couple times with some little shots, but mostly he's just getting boxed up, right?
That widely talked about sparring video where Terence Crawford appears to outbox Floyd Mayweather has lingered as a shadow over his legacy. It's the footage critics often cite as solid evidence that even the undefeated champ had his weaknesses when the cameras weren't rolling. What if the whole story was fabricated? Not the sparring session itself, but the way it got out. According to boxing insider Paulie Malignaggi, we may have all fallen for a carefully planned deception. This wasn't some random leak, it was a calculated move. And the mastermind behind it all? None other than the man the footage was supposedly meant to expose. The video has become a piece of boxing folklore. It captures a young and hungry Terence "Bud" Crawford stepping into the iconic Mayweather boxing club, where he doesn't just keep up with the legendary Floyd Mayweather, he seemingly gets the upper hand.
You look at the scope of Crawford's career, he's made every world-class fighter look like easy work. It's really been something special to watch, to achieve, and he fights out of two stands.
He got everything it takes to beat Floyd. Floyd struggled in the first half against Zab Judah. Zab Judah, a damn terrific fighter, but he ain't no damn Terence Crawford, especially from the southpaw position. Floyd didn't like fighting southpaws. Floyd reached with that right hand. You think he's gonna reach against one of the best back foot counterpunchers in the game? He gonna reach with that right hand against Crawford? He gonna get slept reaching with that backhand, the way he reaches with that. That level change backhand he throws too, man, that pull jab he does too, that ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. Floyd got a 72-inch reach. Yeah, he had quickness, fast reflexes. However, Crawford got all of that too. He got all of that too. And he got a 75-inch reach. Great counterpuncher. Can concentrate all night. Can put pressure on Floyd. He can even invite Floyd in. Yep, I noticed. Floyd starts to...
The unedited footage shows Floyd Mayweather looking vulnerable, taking clean shots and getting pushed back by a younger, stronger Terence Crawford right inside the legendary doghouse. When the clip surfaced, it shook the boxing world. For critics, it exposed Floyd's weaknesses. For Crawford's supporters, it confirmed his future greatness. But insiders saw something deeper, a troubling question. How did such tightly guarded footage ever leak? In boxing gyms, there's an unspoken code, a code of silence meant to protect not just privacy, but the sanctity of the process.
Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays, some of them be hard. You can't replace soft sparring, a comparison to get ready for a fight. I can hit the bag, I can hit the mitts all that I want, but nothing's coming back. I'm not feeling that presence of a person pushing me, hitting me, holding me. When the fight comes and everything is full blast, full speed, I'm not going to be able to keep up because I done train that way. There got to be days where that fighter is trying to put it on you, because you fight how you spar. You spar how you fight. Now you're getting used to that. Now your body is getting in shape. So sparring is very important.
Fighters need a private space to grow, to make mistakes and improve without outside judgment. Leaking sparring footage is seen as the ultimate betrayal. Now apply that to Floyd Mayweather's camp, an operation as tightly controlled as a military unit. His gym isn't just a training space, it's a fortress. And Floyd is a billionaire who built his legacy on total image control. The idea that someone randomly filmed him getting outboxed and casually leaked it? Impossible. Which leads to one conclusion. It wasn't an accident. It was a calculated move, more strategic than anyone expected.
A lot to unpack on an amazing performance by Terence Crawford. Wasn't the most exciting fight, but really it was about Bud Crawford. It was about what he accomplished tonight, and it was about, becoming the first undisputed world champion in the 4-belt era.
This is where Paulie Malignaggi pieces together what others missed. With his insider's perspective, Paulie recognized right away something about the footage and how it was leaked didn't add up.
Boxing, typically, we see that the new guys never get the credit of the old guys. No matter what, any boxing fans, pundits, or even new boxing fans, they say, no, the old guys are the best, and these guys may be able to be in the conversation, but definitely not better than them. Dude, you gotta make at least a conversation point to talk about Usyk and Crawford being GOAT status. I'm not telling you gotta make them GOAT status, but bro, you know what? You gotta at least have that conversation. They've been that good, and we've gotten to witness them to be that good. And I think that's something amazing. I mean, from my end, to have seen them both do this and what I saw tonight.
Paulie dropped a bombshell theory that flips the whole story upside down. He claims the notorious clip wasn't a leak, it was planted. A carefully planned release, masterminded by none other than Floyd Mayweather himself, the very man who appeared vulnerable in the footage. According to Paulie, that video could only have been made public if Floyd or someone in his closest circle gave the go-ahead. It was a controlled move, meant to look accidental but actually a strategic play. This shifts the whole narrative, from a sparring session outcome to a brilliant example of media manipulation. Let's unpack Paulie's reasoning. It's hard to argue against. After all, who else would dare challenge Floyd Mayweather? Mayweather is a man known for loyalty and cutting ties with anyone who crosses him. Whether it's a sparring partner, a trainer, or a security guard, anyone responsible for leaking footage would be ruining their career. They wouldn't just get fired. Their reputation would be destroyed in every boxing gym from Las Vegas to London. They'd become a ghost in the boxing world, someone no one would ever work with again. The risk for them is huge, and the reward is zero. The only person who could approve such a leak without facing fallout is the man at the very top, Floyd himself. This all leads to the shocking conclusion. The order to release the tape came from Floyd. But then comes the million-dollar question. Why would a man with an ego as big as Floyd's ever allow footage of his own defeat to be leaked?
Wanted Crawford to win.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to win. So
Yeah.
everything is all good. Las Vegas, we do the same thing every time. You know what I'm saying?
How impressed were you by Terence last night?
I was very impressed. The combos,
Yeah.
I loved it. You did what I'm saying? That bop, bop, bop. I said, hold on. And he went back, bop, bop. I said, okay, it's real. You feel me? Yeah, man.
What you want to see next?
Next, I want to see
1 second, bro. You see him?
Soldier Boy in the boxing ring.
Who do you think Terence should fight next time?
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
think
y'all
he's
have a good
greater
one.
than Floyd, in your opinion?
Have a good one,
I
boss.
think that everybody got their own name. Everybody got their own shine.
Yeah.
Much love.
Thank you, bro.
Answer isn't about boxing, it's business. It's a clever marketing move focused on one thing, staying relevant. When the clip blew up, Floyd was retired, and Crawford was climbing the pound-for-pound ranks.
Lost to a smaller guy. I feel that the organizations in the belt have been hostage for a very long time. Now, it's nice to see. To me, it was more like a Rocky movie, and you see that those belts are free. Now a lot of people are going to have more opportunities because I think that Terence Crawford does not have the power that Canelo had, and to do whatever like Canelo was doing, Crawford, I don't think he has that. So I think little by little they're going to take those belts away, or he has to defend them, and the task is going to be a little bit harder.
Yeah, because David mentioned that he felt that should have been him. Like, it should have been his moment when that fight happened in Vegas, and that he would have had the same result. Like, he would have beaten him.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the reason that Canelo was asking for $200 million, because he knew that it was a big risk. And at the end of the day, you know, he lost to us.
By releasing a video showing vulnerability against the new champ, Floyd cleverly linked his brand to Crawford's rise.
Terence Crawford has had an amazing career against a lot of very good fighters and world-class fighters, and honestly has barely lost a round. When you look back at Bud Crawford's career, there is something really special. It's one of those things now, because now I've now seen back-to-back generations of Floyd Mayweather and Bud Crawford, and man, you know, it's one of those things where now I understand why the people that lived in the Ray Leonard era say, you know, wish we could see Ray Leonard against Mayweather, and how that would be. Because it just leaves such an empty feeling when you have such special fighters that were in different generations, and you saw both of them. You know, I saw the entirety of the Mayweather generation. I saw the entirety of the Bud Crawford generation. Just incredible. First, Crawford really boxed very, very well, very, very intelligently. The question mark was what happens when Crawford gets hit cleanly. I'm not sure he got hit cleanly the whole fight. You know, he got hit with some partial shots. Some shots landed cleanly, but by the time Canelo started landing anything cleanly, I think he was hesitant because he was getting countered so much that he was taking some of the steam off the shots in order to hope to be more accurate. Because even late in the fight, there were a couple of shots that Canelo landed, but they barely moved Crawford, you know. There were some good body shots Canelo was throwing, but Crawford started countering those very, very well. I think the key point started coming once after the first round. Crawford shifted a lot and moved a lot. I wanted to just kind of see where Canelo's power was at. He caught a couple of shots on the gloves, and I think there came a point in the first 1 or 2 rounds where Crawford said, this guy's not as strong as I thought, because he started seeing Crawford hold his ground more and more, and he started seeing Crawford, you know, doing a lot of catching and shooting. And in order to do a lot of catching and shooting, you got to be willing to take the shot, even if you're going to block it. If a guy's a big puncher, even blocking it can be uncomfortable. And Crawford started getting comfortable catching and shoot sharp shots. Crawford never loaded up, but he was sharp the whole night. Sharp with the jabs, sharp with the counters, some well-placed body shots as well. Canelo landed here and there. I thought Canelo got really frustrated. I felt that headbutt was a little bit more than accidental, to tell you the truth. When he cut Crawford, I thought that was a little bit more of.
Suddenly, every discussion about Crawford's rise mentioned Mayweather. It kept Floyd's name in the spotlight, making him a key figure in the story of boxing's new star. No longer just a retired legend, he became the benchmark, the ghost Crawford needed to surpass. In a strange way, Floyd wins by losing, trading a bit of ego to hold on to a huge share of boxing's market.
For me, he's a tremendous fighter, and Terence Bud Crawford is in that realm as well.
This move is classic Floyd Mayweather, master of drama and narrative control. His career thrived on controversy, knowing it sells. The sparring leak wasn't accidental. It was a calculated strategy to stay relevant and keep his brand alive. It changes how we view Crawford's performance, making Floyd the central figure even in retirement. That clip is more than sparring. It's a crafted piece of media manipulation. The real question isn't who won the spar, but what game Floyd is playing outside the ring. So, what do you think? Is this Floyd's greatest promotional win, or a rare moment of exposure? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell.